Alright. This is Naturally Chaotic Eberron, Rising from the Last War, Session 7. Little recap. Last we left off, you had to fight your way through a crowd of Dask bandits at the Terminus Lightning Rail Station to reach the train departing for Rote. Willow struggled to board the moving train, so Basil used Thorn Whip to yank her towards the exterior wall, where you were able to find grasp of the car. A few bandits managed to board the train as well, but did not last long, as they were easily defeated or fell from the train. During the battle, Xena fell from the train and was almost left behind, but then Basil tried to use Thorn Whip to yank Xena back, but in the process caused too much damage to her, knocking her unconscious by smacking her against the train.
It worked one time.
It did.
Luckily, Serial pulled out a length of rope and lassoed Xena's arm as it was protruding from a mound of sand, and eventually pulled her aboard. You were able to make it inside the train cars, where Glendaloth was the first to meet a conductor of House Orion, and discovered that the unicorn token gifted to you by Vishtai could be used to gain passage to Rote aboard the lightning rail.
Don't mean to interrupt, but to be fair, I didn't figure that out. It was someone else. I was just sweet talking my way into the cars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just go off of memory, and I
think it was James that first showed the medallion, or maybe Stu.
That's fair. Yeah, because he was like trying to. Yeah, you got through easy. Stu and Basil struggled, and they had to pay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gul'ptek and Basil were unable to persuade the conductors and had to pay a sum of 15 gold, or he threatened to call the guards and have you arrested. Eventually, Xena was able to gain some information from one of the conductors and found where Gara was located on the train, and that it would take 10 hours before you reach Rote. You all decided that it would be best to take a long rest before confronting Gara, and proceeded to the sleeper car for some shut-eye. You were able to awaken Sergeant Germaine Vilroy, and discovered that she was in fact the same Vilroy that you spoke with atop Lyrandar Tower a few evenings ago. You gave Vilroy a couple daggers, and you all proceeded to the first-class car, where you had all planned for a stealthy encounter, but then Basil shouted Gara's name, causing the Dask bandits to open the door, initiating combat. You quickly dispatched the bandit, kobold, and sprite, but Gara had a few words to share and potential job offers. But once she realized that you had no intention of joining Dask, she grabbed her great axe and began slashing away. You were able to kill Gara and loot her chest containing 600 gold and various history books and ancient scrolls. Upon inspection by Xena, you casted Comprehend Languages, but nonetheless you were unable to decipher the text from these relics. Eventually you reached your destination of Rote, where you decided to head to the nearest tavern, the Strong Arm, for a quick ale and campfire chat about your various backgrounds before finding your beds for the evening. Basil and Willow.
What's the time?
What's the time?
Yeah.
It is currently 9 a.m. on day 4.
Thursday, January 5th.
I can tell you the day in Eberron.
January 4th. But it'd be
Weir.
Yeah, W-I-R.
Wednesday.
So is it January 4th or 5th?
January 4th.
Oh, we started on January 1st?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just easier for me.
Well, it's not January, though.
Yeah, for sure.
It's Zarentir, right?
Whatever it's called.
Yeah. Not
Zarin
technically,
tier.
it's
Fourth.
Zarin
But
tier.
the first month,
Sorry,
the first
yes.
month of the year.
Or January.
The session 6 was that wasn't Tuesday, that was Wednesday.
No, technically this is Wednesday.
It's weird.
You
Okay,
guys
so-
ended last session it was like 1 p.m. And you guys took the 8-hour long rest. And I think it was Basil and Willow have to take the long rest. So you guys were chilling outside while they're inside sleeping.
Wait, only 2 of us actually need a long rest? That's hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need 6 hours every now and
Still, that's not 8, bro.
then.
That's awesome.
Well said. Well said.
Sorry, guys.
Basil and Willow, after your rest, you venture out into the streets of Rote, where you find Gul'ptek, Serial, Glendaloth, and Xena patiently awaiting your presence. The streets of Rote are remarkably clean and are lined with bare trees that are assumedly quite beautiful in spring. The city of Rote is built upon the riverbank of the Howling River, and built upon an island in the middle of the river rests Broken Blade Castle, the king's stern fortress. Perusing the streets, you notice that the citizens here consist mainly of comfortably dressed humans who tend to give most of you an awkward stare because of your variety of races. The absence of beggars and riffraff in the streets seems strange comparatively since leaving the intimidating city of towers. A cool breeze whisks across the Howling River, and you watch as ships coast into the bay from the docks, and calm visage is comforting to most of you. What do you guys want to do?
We still have to deal with this Gara, don't we?
No, Gara's
got her-
dead.
No, I know
Yeah, I
she's
got her
dead.
head on
I
my
mean,
belt.
we have her head.
Germaine steps forward. Yes, I witnessed her death, so I can report that to the Sharn's Watch.
Yeah, we don't even need her head anymore.
Do you
As
want
far
her
as
head, Miss Villar?
the schemas go, what are you saying?
Do you want her head?
Do I want her head?
Yes.
No, my report will be sufficient.
But what are we gonna do with her head?
Do you know any artists nearby?
Me?
What, like a taxidermy artist?
Yeah, something. You know, head on a spike sort of artist.
No,
You think she deserves that?
It's a bit
Right,
unnecessary.
maybe
I
we
think.
just burn it. Let's just burn it.
I feel like our mission is not in road yet. I think we could, if you need to resupply or sell some stuff, but I think that we still have leads and things to do in Sharn that would help us make currency. And
I would
get stronger.
agree with the insect man here. I would
What'd you say?
appreciate a vacation, but I must report back to the Sharn Watch. Now, if you don't mind, I must ask if you would be willing to escort the evidence found within Gar's locker back to Sharn. I may
Oh.
have a connection within Morgrave University.
Wait,
A professor named Enaric Eddie Collis.
can you type that, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna type it in.
And sorry, Sergeant Jermaine, you said you are agreeing with my friend here that we should go back?
Well, you have scrolls. I think the next
Wait, but I think
best thing would be to try to figure out how to decipher them.
Gotcha. All right.
This Enaric Eddie Collis, he's quite a genius and rather skilled in the field of arcana. He may be able to assist with deciphering these ancient texts. been some time since we've spoken, but mentioned that I sent you. He owes me a favor. You should be able to find him within the library of Morgrave University. I know he spends much of his time there. Now, I also must warn you that the danger that you might be in, now that you are in possession of these highly rare and sought-after ancient texts, there may be a target on your back, so keep your eyes peeled and be careful. Will you be traveling back with me to Sean?
Do you know when the train leaves?
The next train leaves at 10:21 a.m.
Okay. And is there
Yeah,
a store that we can go to in between these times?
You've got about an hour and 20 minutes, so if you want to peruse, I've personally never been to Rote before, but maybe ask a citizen and they may be able to point you in the right direction.
I'm just looking for a bag of holding.
I'm sure they have some sort of market here.
How much time we have to kill?
An hour and 20 minutes.
An hour and 21 minutes before the train
To the
departs.
market.
Does anybody want to go to the market and see if we can find a bag of holding?
Well, I would suggest if we have targets on our backs that we should probably stick together for a little bit, especially since we're a little inexperienced at the moment.
I agree with Glendaloth.
Oh yeah, and everyone, don't forget you guys are level 3 now, so if you guys have 3rd level shit, make sure you add those spells, all that stuff.
Damn right I did.
So your hit
I think
points
we
are
did
where
that.
they should be at. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, we did that at the mountains.
I think everybody did hit
Cool.
points, too.
We all did hit points. I didn't add all my spells. Oh, it added it for me. Thank you, Roll20.
Lay down.
Felt really good.
Willow, you're really quiet.
Am I?
Oh, there you
Hello?
are.
Hello.
Hello! Mom!
Is that better? You can hear me good now?
Yeah,
Little
it's
bit decent.
interesting. When you do your voice, you get quieter.
Probably something to do with this technology.
Yeah, you got some
Yeah.
weird noise gate thing going on.
Yeah, fucking, I know Discord has some, like, noise
You got the
gate
noise
shit
gate, you
for
can bring it
sure.
down.
Yeah, so if you, like, yell a
How do I
little
do
bit, it might be Discord trying to muffle you or something. It says noise suppression down there.
How do I undo
Yeah,
it?
you can,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can turn it off, yeah.
Okay, there. Hello? Is that better?
Yeah.
You're still a little muffled,
I
but...
know.
Try,
Sometimes,
what
somehow
about,
it's even
can
worse.
you bring the microphone
Yeah.
closer to your
yeah,
mouth?
somehow it's even worse. I would turn it back on.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah, that
you
works.
right now. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. We can hear you.
He's doing a squeaky thing.
It was a little squeaky.
Oh, I gotta fucking. I don't have that shit. To market.
Well, I'll point out where you guys are at. So you guys are currently up here. You just let me see if I can pin it. There you go.
Hmm.
If you're looking at the map in Roll20, yeah, up there to the far right is
Okay.
the strong arm where you guys just exited.
And where's the train station again?
Train station is just south of you guys. It was a short walk from the train. Once you got off, you just had to go a little bit. The map probably isn't to scale either, by the way.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, the map's not to scale, but regardless, it was a pretty short walk to the strong arm from the lightning rail. But if you want to find a market or something like that, you probably have to ask around.
I'd like to see what their prices are for selling goods.
Yeah,
Yes,
you want to just find a random citizen or something like that?
I kind of look over at Willow, and I'm like, hey Willow, you should do your thing and find us a store real quick.
My thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know where you like go and talk to everybody, real quick, and you're super friendly.
Okay. Yep, I can do that. Hello, sir. Excuse me. We're looking for like a market, maybe somewhere we can find like some magic items. Hello.
And you walk up, you find,
Exactly what I was thinking,
it looks like a well-dressed human with, it's kind of shaggy, shoulder-length black hair, and
say
he has
he's
a
a sharp-dressed
mustache
man?
and goatee. He looks pretty sharp-dressed, yeah, for the most part. And it seems like most of the people here are. You don't see homeless people. You don't see beggars in the street causing riffraff, that kind of stuff. So, but you walk up to this guy with the black hair. Yes, what are you looking for? A market?
Yeah.
Well, currently we're in the Howling Brim. I would recommend going a little bit southwest along the bay towards Midtown Boulevard. There's a market there, Midtown Market. You should be able to find someone selling what you're interested in.
Okay, like
How far away is this Midtown Market?
30-minute walk.
oh shit.
So we gotta
Guys,
go
I
there
don't
and come back
I,
immediately.
Maybe you guys should shop in Sharn. They got markets too.
We could do that as well.
that's also true. Also, all
Might be,
these people
might be
look
cheaper
like
too.
I was just gonna say these people look
Yeah.
super fancy. Maybe it would be better if we just go back.
Yeah, you don't want to shop
Let's
in
go
Cherry
back.
Creek.
Also, we couldn't afford shit back in Sharn, and that was like
Yeah.
the slums. So like, probably we're too broke to even be here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is the hoity-toity town.
But maybe they give us top dollar for the gem.
Gem here?
Excuse me, sir. Maybe like not a magic shop, but like a pawn shop. That's also
Well,
like 30 minutes or
the
like
market-
closer.
Midtown Market actually contains various vendors, so I'm sure you could find someone willing to purchase a gem.
Look, we do have enough time. Let's just not dilly-dally if you want to try to get rid of that gem.
Yeah, that's fair. What about a jeweler instead of a pawn shop? Maybe they'll pay us a little bit more.
Ooh,
Again, the market will have everything you need. Sorry. Sorry, Braden.
The market will have everything that you need.
Actually, if you're looking for a jeweler, I would recommend heading toward the north side of town, up towards the Whispering Lantern district. There's a jeweler there named Gul'ptek, who may be interested in purchasing your fine gems.
There we go.
How far is
How
that?
far of a walk?
About 45 minutes or so from here.
Let's go back
What
to
about,
shop.
Do they have these, electric scooters that you can rent
I was gonna
to
ask.
get us a little faster down the road?
Not here, but we're looking into the technologies.
Or
Yeah, I mean,
Hoverboard.
what about some sort of cab, like a horse-drawn carriage or something that can take us a little quicker?
I could maybe fly it. You could turn into a bird.
You're gonna carry a whole ass carriage as a bird?
No, it's just the gym. If that's what
Oh,
we're
just the
trying
gem
to know.
itself.
Well, we don't want to... I'm not trying to split up, so... I feel we are...
We'll be back. It doesn't weigh that much. It doesn't weigh that much. We'll be back.
Exactly.
You also
We
need
forget that
someone.
we have it.
You also need someone with some riz to get a good price.
That's true. We don't have this.
Very little risk.
We got some rizzers.
No,
We got some rizzers.
That's why I was gonna do the talking, but I can't fly. So, we could wait. What if we could also stay a day here, yo?
Like, we don't have to catch the next train, do we? Are we in that much of a rush?
Well, Villeroy wants us to get back, and we are in danger with the as the time ticks. We are being
Gilroy owes us money.
watched for the
There
things
is
we have.
another train tomorrow if you did want to stay a day, but that's all up to you.
Hold on.
I don't think it's
Here's a
necessary.
more important question. When did the train from yesterday leave to go to Drome?
That was one of the late night trains, so I think that train was around midnight, 12:26 p.m. or 12:26 a.m. if I remember correctly.
And how long does it take to get to Drome from Rote on that train?
10 hours.
Damn.
Or no, it was 10:26 p.m. Then it took 10 hours to get there. You guys got there around, I think it was
In the afternoon.
1:36 a.m. Then you guys went to the tavern, took a rest, and then now it's around 9 a.m. the next day.
So that train that Gara should have been on should have landed, which means the sisters are going to know that she didn't get off that train.
They might have found her body.
It's possible. Dusk has spies everywhere,
Didn't-
so
We did not
She
want
didn't-
to run into them.
if she didn't
Definitely
arrive here in Rhodes, it's probably safe to assume that they know somehow.
Which means any.
No, I'm
of
not
the
worried about
workers-
people coming after us because we know they're coming. And some of us don't have to sleep, so I'm not really sweating that. I don't know about the rest of you, but
That's fair, but I was saying I think we have more of an advantage on home field territory. I ain't never been to Rote before. Don't really know my way around the city.
Sir, before you go and we let you just go on pretending like this conversation never happened, do the Dask hang out around here very often?
I would doubt it. The King's Dark Lanterns are quite vigilant here. Hence, there's no beggars, no riffraff, no crime for the most part in Rhodes.
Yeah, see.
And if there is, it's quickly dealt with and eradicated.
yeah, I say we're safe here. We could afford to stay the night if we wanted to,
Thank you.
unless we're in some sort of rush.
Yeah, I mean, I'm partially convinced, so I'm open to any suggestions.
Yeah, we just need to go tell Villeroy we'll be on the night train. Or
Tomorrow's train.
we'll be on tomorrow's train.
Yeah, there's
Right.
another train tomorrow at 10:21 a.m.
24 hours vacation en route.
This is the beach episode.
We might as well.
Cool.
It
Well,
looks
what
like
do
a
you
dope
guys-
city.
What do you guys
Check it
want
out.
to do? Sergeant Vilroy gives her goodbyes, but I have to head back to Sharn. I must input my reports to the Sharn Watch, so spend your time wisely, but I recommend you return. And like I said, be careful. There is a target on your backs.
It's cool. This guy
And
gave us his authority. when he
She
get killed
she
here.
gives you a noble nod, and she heads towards the road lightning rail.
I mean, for all we knew, that guy we were talking to could have been a Dask agent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
sure they have eyes, but like if something pops off, this is a pretty safe place to be.
Fair enough. I'm convinced. So jewelers
And
first
they
or
have to
market
travel
first?
a while to get here too, so it's going to take them a while to even find us if they do find us, and we can keep moving around.
Don't stop believing.
What do you guys want to do?
Jeweler first.
I guess we
Jeweler.
go to the market, go to the jeweler.
Okay.
I think
The
maybe
jeweler.
just the
If you're
jeweler.
looking at the map, the jeweler is up
Big
here
small.
on the north side. You
Okay.
see my ping up there?
Yep.
It's in like that gardeny kind of area.
What was that place called? With
That's
Uh,
it.
Guff Tuff's fine jewelry.
Gift.
And down here, he also pointed in a direction towards like the southwest. He pointed towards Midtown Market, which is down here, like kind of in the center of all these residential districts.
What type of what? Remind me what type of jewel did we get again?
The blue gem.
So
It's
kind
like
of
a sapphire.
I gotcha.
I think Braden described it as like kind of like a sapphire. What was that North District with the jeweler called? Braden?
Gul'ptek's Fine
No,
Jewel.
Whispering Lantern District.
Oh, the
Thank you.
district? Yeah, it's called the Whispering Lantern. Let me see.
Was
Treasure. Here we go.
Now,
Okay, so we're traveling up to the jewelers.
Okay,
Right,
yeah.
commentate
So
before
yeah,
we-
you find it's kind of a handheld sized bluish gem, but you're not sure. Yeah, what its worth is or any of that.
But it's hand
Oh,
size.
I don't
Pretty
care
good.
about that. I can talk it up without knowing what it is.
I might say though, some of y'all magic casters might need a gem. Just putting that out there.
Oh, is that a thing? Do you guys need gems?
Sometimes.
Like
some
to
spell.
cast a spell sometimes, like I need like a diamond or like some other piece of
Crazy shit.
something.
There's
Yeah,
like powder, gem dust, stuff like
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
it does seem like you guys are kind of gold hungry though. Like it seems like y'all are trying to get paid, so maybe we should just sell this one. And
Hey,
Well,
fair
I'm
enough.
sure there are
I
other
just
gems to be had.
Comment. Yeah, I
I
just
think
wanted
you
to
don't
comment.
need, maybe you don't need a stone that large. I don't know. Maybe there's some. Well, we're going to a jeweler. If we want to
I don't
exchange
need it.
it.
I was just saying. Sometimes it'd be like you need a diamond worth 1,000 gold to cast a spell or some shit like that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
true.
yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have like all the things that I need to be casting spells, but I don't know about my friends here.
I'd like to
Other
go climb it.
people.
You'd like to go catch clams?
Oh yeah, we need to go to
Oh, you want
like
to go clamming
the
for the
beach.
pearls?
or the ocean.
Does
we take
anyone
a
want
ship
to
out
do like
there.
an investigation check on the gem or anything like that? To try
I
to
think we
maybe
did.
figure out what it is.
I think we did.
Well, I think we did. It wasn't magical.
Actually,
I'll do one. Investigation check.
'Cause I had detect magic up when we found it, and it
Okay.
didn't.
Okay.
It didn't
oh,
give us
if you
anything.
did, then you would have noticed that it is.
Oh shit.
If
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't
It is.
say that, if I didn't say that already,
Okay.
you do notice that it is.
Oh, it is magical.
Oh, shit.
That's
Oh,
my
shit.
bad.
Well,
If
yeah.
I said otherwise.
Well, let's go get
Well,
a
that's-
priest and find out what kind of magic it does or some shit.
Yeah, if we're staying here. Or...
The School of Magic would be evocation.
That's why I think you did. I knew it was Evo. I think you did tell us. We just all forgot.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's evocation.
That was magical.
All right,
stuff.
so
What,
you
there's
guys
a
want to do?
magic
You guys
shop
going? You guys
down?
going to market? You guys going to jeweler first?
Well, if it's magical, can we? Is there another type of shop that we could sell it at that would get us more money? You know what I
The
mean?
jeweler would probably still take it too. It is
Well,
like
for
a
sure, but,
fine
like-
crystal, but
Does he? I mean, do the jewelers make magical like things? Okay, so we'll still go there then.
We got all
All
that.
right, we're ready to go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Maybe
And I'll take the lead and talk to this guy like I'm a fucking jewel expert.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. You do that. Like on the way, baby will be looking for like some sort of food street vendors. Like they'll be selling like some bugs on a stick or like maybe some deep fried like sweet treats.
I don't know if they have fried
Um,
stuff here. This place looks
Uh,
pretty
fancy
fancy.
town.
Make a
So
perception
maybe you
check
can get
for
like
me.
a wrap. Nice, delicious wrap.
Check out what they got, you know.
Some poke bowls.
Pretty, I'm
I think I
open.
saw Breda on the corner down there.
You said perception 3. Oh shit, I don't see shit. 5.
Ooh.
It's hard to
I-
say. It's a new city, all these new buildings. You're not even really paying attention to any of the signs as you walk past. You're just kind of amazed how like clean the city is. Like in comparison to in comparison to Sharn, it just feels like a totally different place.
Okay, well maybe we'll pass somewhere like on the way.
Use your nose, not your eyes.
Right?
That's never.
That was a roll that I could do.
What's everybody's passive perception?
13.
Bad. 10.
13.
14.
Where is that again?
It should be like.
Oh,
if you're
I see it.
Okay.
I see it. It's 15.
So I think Glendaloth would have noticed it first. As you guys pass through district up this northern district up here, you do pass by a restaurant called the Hungry Clock. Yeah, it does smell like they are making some food inside.
Maybe like I'll run in real quick for us, you guys. Just get us something.
I don't require sustenance at the moment.
But like maybe like
Half
to
of us
go
don't even
for
really
later.
eat.
You're very thoughtful.
I
Really,
mean,
there's just like 2 of us
gonna
that
eat.
consume food,
I
right?
know, it's funny. Yeah, like a few of you. Yeah, you, Glendaloth, and Basil would probably be the only ones who really need to eat food.
Well,
I don't know.
You guys
Gul'ptek,
just-
You probably eat
I have
too.
to eat food,
Okay.
but I'm
You
just like
don't require sleep.
Glendaloth.
no spoiler alert. I think the monks get to a point where they don't even need to eat or sleep at all, like naturally.
That's
Is
no,
that
they
right?
do.
That's true.
crazy.
It is
Like
where
level
it's like
15.
Level
Oh my
15 or
God,
something.
I think so, yeah.
I'm just kind of assuming that Gul'ptek
Doesn't eat breakfast.
needs to eat like once a day.
Yeah, and
I don't
these are like foreign foods to you. Most of these are like strange, like
It's too spicy.
exuberant, like extra prepared meals. Like this is not super familiar to you. You're
And
mostly
go.
used to eating like raw vegetables and
Okay, even
Talking about
more so,
Gul'ptek?
like I for
Yeah.
sure need to like go in here. I need to check it
All
out.
right, all right,
Maybe
all
I'll
right.
be like asking the chef like a thing or two. Maybe I can buy like a secret ingredient off of the menu, you know. I'm just like being super
Maybe
charismatic and
yeah.
you know,
What you
hanging out
want,
with
kid?
the guys in there.
What you want,
For me,
kid?
maybe we just walk by a field of corn and chew on some leaves for a while.
Okay, you
Um,
do that.
Never
I'm
mind.
going
No, I'm staying
Well-
here. It's a joke. Small joke.
to... I kid.
A kid.
Willow, you walk in, you see, it looks like an elderly human fellow, and it smells like a bakery in here. Like, it's just all baked goods and pastries.
Wow.
What do you want, kid?
Maybe you tell me what I want.
Well, obviously, we got bread.
I like bread. What kind
You
of
want
bread
it?
you got?
We got all the bread. We got sourdough, we got white bread, whole grain.
What about
Yeah,
cricket bread?
I was gonna say, do you have
Right,
cricket
maybe
raisin?
like some stuff with like some mixed in there in with the bread. I'll put some butter on there, and there's like some crunchy surprises in there. You know?
Yeah, sure, you can do whatever you want with it.
I don't really fucking care.
Okay, so
Been
maybe
up
you
since
don't
3 in
have
the
it
morning
already
making
mixed in.
bread.
But that's okay. I'll like make my own like cricket spread. You know? So
Cricket
I'll
bread.
pick some of.
Yeah, that's
Like-
fucking weird.
I don't know. You don't knock it till you try it. I'm telling you, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I won't try it.
Okay, well, you're missing out then, sir. So I'll take some of those breads over there, and maybe, like, you got some sweet pastries, too? Some sweet treats?
Yeah, I got some blueberry, some raspberry, some peach.
Okay, maybe I'll take one of each of those, please, and thank you.
Yeah. So the total comes to 15 silver.
Okay,
Bad.
that's 1.5 gold. So here's 1 gold and 5 silver for you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I just come skipping out of the store. Okay, guys, I got some bread for our stew later.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Have you ever cut the bread open and put the stew in the bread? I've seen people do that before.
You know, I'd never thought of that. I never seen nobody
Oh.
do that. That sounds absolutely amazing. Like,
Talking about a bread bowl, son.
that's what it sounds like. We
My
don't...
friend, what's her, Panera has a whole store where she carves out the bread on the inside and puts the soups inside it.
I don't know who Panera is, but this
She's an
bread
old
bowl
friend.
sounds great.
Sounds like an uptight bitch to me.
She charges quite a lot.
She does.
Her sandwiches and soups aren't that great.
They're not. They're very small portions.
Oh, you've been
Right.
there before? You've been to Panera's?
I've been to her store.
Her tomato soup
Well,
is
you know-
divine, though.
She came up with this bread bowl, though. Pretty good idea.
Do you have tomatoes?
Very well.
I have 2
Um,
ingredients, so probably, yeah.
Onto the jeweler then.
Along the way,
Yes.
you
Sorry,
guys,
guys.
notice
Thank
notice along the shore here. You exit this district up here, and you enter the Whispering Lantern. And in
Oh,
this
I like
district,
those.
you see an obsidian tower with a massive bonfire of flame at the top. But along the way, with the directions, I guess the noble guy would have pointed out that the jeweler's the large domed building within the garden area, and you're able to find Gul'ptek's fine jewelry. And you walk in and you see a middle-aged halfling. Oi, how can I help ya?
Are you Gus?
Glendaloth.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Just 1 second. How's your day going? You know,
Is
maybe
the
my
jeweler-
friend... Oh, here he goes.
It's
So-
always
Glendaloth.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
What's
Yes,
the matter
I'm doing
with
all right.
you? Are you done peeing in the bathroom back there? Are we ready?
Hello, sir. What is your name?
My name is Oren.
Oh,
Oren
it's not
Gul'ptek.
Gul'ptek. Oh, no, it is
It's
Gul'ptek.
nice to meet
You
you.
are
I'm
Gul'ptek.
Glendaloth. I'm kind of a connoisseur of fine jewels, and I was looking for someone to purchase one of my finer pieces.
Yes. Well, what do you have?
I
I'll
hand Glendaloth the gem.
Yeah, and I show it to him and do my persuasion on him.
Okay. He takes the jewel, and you see him whip out this like monocle that like has all these different extensions. And he like flips a few of them, and he stares at it for a couple moments, turning it in his hand, and he lays it down for a second, and you see him cast a spell. And it takes a few minutes before he realizes, yes, I know what this is. How much are you looking for?
Well, hold on. How do we know that you know what it is? Why don't you tell us what you know that it is, so that we can confirm that you know what it is?
Well, you obviously have no idea what this item is. It's clearly a gem of brightness.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Well done. Good day.
Yeah.
Now that we know.
How much would you like for this item?
1,000?
Glendaloth.
1,000.
Glendaloth, don't take less than 600.
Yeah, that's what I tell him. We don't take less than 600, and I'll roll for persuasion if that's your jam.
I will offer you 300 maximum, but that's about it. And make a persuasion check for me.
Throw in a couple loaves of bread.
Ooh.
Some crickets.
That's
Okay.
a dirty 20, sir.
Oh, didn't even need to happen.
Okay. It is quite a fine item. Perhaps I shall give you 450. How's that sound?
What do you guys think? I think it's still too low, but
Sir,
You
do
can make
have
it
any pearl
500. You
necklaces?
can make it 500. That's a deal.
okay, yeah, I try to push for 500.
What do you say to him?
I just tell him that I know what a gem of brightness is and how much it's worth, and I have other buyers. We just happen to be in town, so I figured you might want it.
Make another persuasion check at disadvantage because you've already persuaded him, and he already realized that no one knew that you guys thought it was a gem of brightness.
Okay, really quickly, in the midst of
That's
this,
true.
I am going to cast guidance for Glendaloth to
Okay.
assist him in this transaction.
Okay.
Okay, and what does that give me?
You get a
It
plus
gives you a
D4.
D4
Okay,
to
Yep,
your
so
roll.
add a D4 to your persuasion
Okay.
check at disadvantage.
so looking like okay, 13.
Still not good.
I don't know. Especially if I have to resell this item, I don't think I'll get back what I put into it. 450 is where I stand.
Do you have any pearl necklaces?
Well, of course I do.
How about 450 and a pearl necklace?
And a pearl necklace. Darling.
It sounds good to me.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that is a really good idea. Good job. Yes. Good deal. I'm on board, but I'm only 12, so maybe just grain of salt my opinion.
We'll take the deal.
With the... No, you're throwing in the pearl necklace, or you want to...
No,
No, we
add
want
more.
one. We get it.
No, 450 for the gem.
Why would
the
we give
gem
you
of
more on that
brightness.
deal? That seems ridiculous.
No,
Who the fuck
450
bargains
for
like
the
that?
gem. Yeah, I can't add on an extra item.
How much are your pearl necklaces, sir?
750 gold.
Jeez, yeah, what the hell were you trying to pull off there?
What if I
can't
threw in this
add
ogre
on
head?
an item. The ogre head. Oh
throw
my
the-
god,
throw-
what is this? This is ghastly. I do not want this in my store.
How about we
Oh,
just take
okay.
that 450 or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys want that money, we take the deal.
I would agree. And he holds out a little pouch, and he winks, Do we have a deal?
Well, hold on. Can I use my... I don't know if this is going to help, but can I use my perception to know if he's, like, speaking Thieves' Cant?
Be like in Thieves' Cant. You'd recognize that instantly because it's like a, it's like a strange muttered speech. It's like, it's incomprehensible to anyone else who doesn't understand it.
But it's speech. It's not like...
Yeah.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
it's like a language.
I got
kind
you.
of. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we just accept then and split it up.
Here you are, and he hands over the little pouch. There's 450 gold pieces inside. You guys can split it however you want. And mark off the Gem of Brightness from your inventory.
It's 75 apiece for the 6 of us.
You can take my
You're
75
so
Gul'ptek.
smart.
Thank you, my friend.
I
I mean,
need
I'm
you
gonna
to
take
Wait, so,
it.
okay, you're giving it to us, like, evenly? Like we each get 75?
It's 75 apiece, 450 split, 6 ways is
Okay.
75 apiece.
But he's, like, being super generous and, like, sharing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's
What do you
well,
mean?
Well, it was
Xena giving her portion to Gul'ptek. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, the last time he was, like, pocketing shit, so just, like, making sure.
Oh no, technically,
No, he,
technically it is
It's a
Gul'ptek's.
fair question.
None of y'all
Technically-
saw that.
Y'all, technically it's Gul'ptek's.
That's fair.
It's
that's
his
fair.
stone.
None
So
of
it's up
y'all
to him
saw
to
that.
diversify the
Right.
funds.
Willow didn't see that, but Brooke saw
Well,
that.
We were no, I'm saying we were all in on this transaction. Me finding that extra
Yeah.
little chest was just me.
Yeah.
Like no one even saw that. But
Yeah. It was
And
100
it's not-
gold. Whatever.
it's not like something. It's not like I'm a greedy person. It's just that was just rogue shit. So chalk it up to me being a rogue.
Rogue shit.
That's okay. I've done some shit as Adri. You're good, dude. You don't need to explain.
Yeah, you're pulling all kinds of weird ass fucking trinkets and shit off everybody. You're being weird as shit.
That's the point.
thank you
though.
so much, Willow.
That's the rogue shit.
Yeah, rogue shit. All right, you guys got your money. You got rid of the gem. What do you want to do?
Yeah, we have some time. I don't know if you guys had other things
Sir,
you want to do.
Mr. Gul'ptek, what's his name?
Gul'ptek.
Got to.
Orin
Orin
Gul'ptek.
Mr. Orin Gul'ptek, do you know somewhere that I can go clamming around here?
Well, we do have one of the finest fish markets in all of Rhodes. The Phiarlan fish down on
not-
the
I'm not looking for
southwest
food.
side. You want just clams?
I just want to go clamming, yes.
Well, I suggest you speak with the fisherman.
I think we have to go in the water for that.
Thank you. Good day.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Well,
we
our
can go
business
to
is
the market.
concluded. Our business is concluded here.
What time is it?
Around 10 a.m.
Okay, shit. We have, like, all freaking day. Let's go clamming.
Let's go
It really is a
clamming
beach
indeed.
episode. It really is a beach episode. Do you know your chances of
Let's go
finding a
clamming.
pearl and a clam are 1 in 100,000?
Wait, really?
See what
I
I
don't
thought
know
they
what
were, like,
you're-
in every one.
No, I don't know what your insistence on like becoming clam farmers is.
If he could find just one,
Pearl.
You would make more
Well-
money selling the clams as food than you would by finding that
We
damn
could
pearl.
do that afterwards with all the clams that don't have
Really
pearls.
quickly, how much
exactly, and then
gold
we'll be able to find pearl with the
I think
clams.
finding the gold would be more beneficial than actually going clamming.
Okay, how much
So
Just-
we're not going clamming.
Just,
DM
just
says-
FYI.
How much was that pearl necklace?
750.
750.
750.
How many
Woo!
pearls on it?
Okay. Probably like 220.
But I will say
Like
that
30?
you guys have
Right?
all day. You guys have all day if Xena wanted to go on one one-off and go fucking clamming, she could do that if you want. Like, if you want to go clamming for the day while the rest of the group continues to find something. Yeah,
I'm going to try to go buy some bolos.
It's going to be pretty rare that you find any clams, especially up in the it's further up into the continent of Khorvaire. So it would be much more rare to find a clam here than it would be to find him in salt water in the ocean. So finding clam here, pretty questionable.
Can I ask you, why do you need these pearls again?
Oh, for my magic.
What magic? Which spell is it?
I have
What do
a
you need this
special
for?
spell. It's called,
What
lets
special
me
spell? Come on.
identify Objects.
Oh, that doesn't seem so important that we're gonna freaking
Well, it would
do
have
all
helped
of
in
this
that.
shit.
It would have helped. Maybe we would have gotten 600 gold for that gem of brightness.
Totally. But what I'm willing to do is give you 100 gold to just drop this fucking mission and fucking go buy this necklace.
Oh, I don't want to buy a 750 gold necklace. I think perhaps I might
How
have
else
a
are you gonna
private
get pearls? You're gonna go
conversation.
stand out there for freaking 3 weeks and go
Yeah.
find
I
pearls?
might have a
Yo,
conversation
so
with Glendaloth.
you could buy a single fucking pearl. You don't have to buy
That's
an
what I was
entire.
saying.
You don't have to buy an entire
I'm
necklace.
aware. Yeah. I might have a conversation with Glendaloth
Throwing
in
that out
private.
there.
What I'm saying is I have 300 gold and I'm willing to sacrifice 33% of all that I am worth for this mission for you to go cast whatever the fuck this is.
I thought the clamming sounded real fun.
No, it was
I
like
could talk to the
perfect
clams.
team building exercise.
Yeah.
Totally,
Roll
but
to
it
see if you
sounds,
find
it
a
just,
clam.
based on some people's knowledge, it sounds like we're going to be out there all freaking day and we're going to get one. Maybe.
No, I won't be out there all day with my friend Xena.
I'm not much of a swimmer.
I mean, I can swim. It sounds like the reality of the situation is maybe, like, not super great.
Yeah, I didn't say we
But-
should go up here once he said it's fresh water. I know that clams are much better to be captured.
Oh, we could go to
from
the market.
saltwater,
We could go to
so
the market
we
as
can,
well.
We can move on from that for now.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like this is a good spot for clamming. Yeah, I need to buy some bolas and a vial of acid, and I need to sell a couple things. That's all I have on the agenda for me.
Maybe somebody here is going to have something that's going to go boom, boom, and we'll find some
Oh, we
explosives.
can find the explosives! Yeah!
Hey!
Hey! That would have helped out last time.
Okay.
But probably we're too poor, but we'll go check it out still. We have all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys are going down to the market, it's about another hour's journey to walk down there.
You always think about pickpocketing.
And you guys
I love the
end
old
up,
pickpocket.
you
Leave them
guys
pockets alone.
end up down here in this cluster of random tents.
Wait,
and
is
shop
the monk
vendors.
suggesting pickpocketing?
I think that's Stuart suggesting
A small joke. That was
pickpocketing.
me
I don't.
Okay.
I don't
okay.
think. Yeah, that
That
wasn't
being
good.
said, though, he is
That's
Robin
actually
Hood.
more for you, Glenn. You and Basil, the wild cards.
Well, you're the
That's
Robin
more-
Hood.
only back in drum, and that's only for, yes, going from the rich and giving to the poor. Yes, it's part of it.
Well, I am
Only
poor.
after a battle.
I am poor in terms of pearls. So if you find a rich person with pearls, and you'd like to donate them to the poor pearl people,
You're
also known
also,
as the
you're also
PPP.
poor in terms of
We're
character
gonna-
and morality, Xena.
Xena, I'm talking about protecting the people who struggle to feed themselves, who have like one pair of clothing.
Yeah, there's
Live
not
in
much of that going
shack.
on. I mean, these people are rich, but they're not like stealing money from other people, from what I can
The
tell.
salt of the earth,
I didn't say
Poor.
it had to be here.
What about,
We in
did we
some-
also ask, like, how much money it is for, like, a couple of pearls?
It's 100 gold a pearl.
Oh,
You could go back in there and
pretty
ask him.
expensive.
I don't
That's
need.
pretty
I'm not
interesting.
buying a pearl. I'm gonna find them, or I'm
All right,
not gonna
let's go
have
to the
them.
market. Go to the market.
Okay.
Sitting here arguing in the square for
You
The
guys are
clam
talking
episode.
about my
15
pearls more
minutes.
than
Insane
anybody,
people
more than
this-
me.
Been screaming about clams for the past 25 minutes.
Go to the-
Yeah,
go
right.
to that goddamn market.
All
Can I
right,
turn
Charlie.
into a
We're
clam?
clam people now.
Yeah.
I guess you could, Joe.
You have to
We're
see a
clam
clam.
people.
In order for you to turn into a clam, we have to go clamming so that you can see a clam.
And then once a day, he can turn into a clam and you can open him. And then for 100,000 days, you can open him. And maybe one of those days.
Yeah, maybe
there's
one
no
of the
pearls
days
on
you'll
it.
find a pearl.
However, if
Chewy,
he sees
you
a
need
clam
to eat
with a
some
pearl,
sand
he
and then
can
turn into a
transform
clam.
into that clam with a pearl every time.
Fucking hell.
That's
True.
true.
All right, we're getting on that fucking tangent for sure.
Visited your mother last night.
Jesus.
Sorry, anybody
What
hear
if,
that?
what if he's a clam, the pearl inside of him, and then you polymorph him into an oyster with a pearl?
Heard it. Quick's laughing.
I did.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Yeah,
So
can't-
this
can't
market-
Can't Basil just change into a clam and produce one for you?
He has to see one with a
Yeah,
pearl
see one.
first to do it.
Yeah, I see one. It's a rare chance, though. That you'll
Also,
ever
they have like an
find.
intelligence of like -1. I don't think you can convince a clam to grow a pearl. I think it just happens. They have no
Yeah.
intelligence.
If you
All right,
are
can we move on? Can we move on from the clams? We're moving on from the fucking clams.
New rock band, sentient clams.
Stop!
Sentient programs.
Next, we're at the market. We're at the
Say
market.
we're at the market.
You guys are at the market. What do you guys want to do?
I like to go to the nearest seafood store.
You guys have any clams?
Okay, make it.
I
Everyone
would
make a
like to
perception
see-
check. If you're looking for a particular shop, make a perception check.
I am looking for a pet shop.
I'm gonna.
Oh, shit, I wanna go to the
keep my
pet
eye
shop,
out
too.
for-
I got a 16. Go look for like a weapon shop. I just want to buy some bolas and vial acid.
Bolos. Did you already
I
have
have
one?
a 9, but I'm looking for an explosive store, which probably will be the same as like maybe a gun store. So I'm probably just gonna follow Gul'ptek on whatever the fuck his role was, because I'm sure it was better than mine.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you. You didn't find anything with the 9 for
No.
the explosives. But for Gul'ptek, you're looking for bolas and vial acid, you said?
Yes.
Okay, you can find bolas for 35 gold. And you
Okay.
can find that vial of acid for 50 gold.
I will just take the bolas this time.
Don't forget you have a weapon being made.
No, yeah.
I know, but the
Oh, yeah.
bolas are awesome.
Yeah, bolas are like an
Tie
extra
somebody's
player.
leg up or whatever if they're running away.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
So probably
Okay.
I follow Gul'ptek, and there's maybe like somebody there that can sell me something.
No, you didn't find
Oh.
anything. Yeah, you
Shit.
didn't find anything
These elusive
explosive-wise.
explosives.
It seems like they're pretty restrictive on that particular kind of thing here. Like I said, there's not a lot of riffraff around here. They don't just have vendors selling explosives and stuff like that
Makes
on
sense.
the street.
There was no opportunity for me to negotiate on price or anything. I just
If
say I
you want
found
to
them.
make a persuasion check, let me know what you want to say and roll for it.
Did I find
back
any
up.
pearls with my 21?
I just want to say, I believe that $35 is a little overpriced for bolas. I would like to buy from your shop, but I know that I've seen them for 20, 25. I'm
Yeah,
gonna roll.
roll for persuasion.
And if he
Fuck
needs
yeah!
help, I'm gonna be
That's a
there
dirty
and help
20,
him.
dog.
Are you
Also,
doing
yeah, he doesn't
guidance?
need my help.
You doing guidance? Oh no, he doesn't even need it. Okay.
No, I did. I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Or wait, no, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't
He's
have
willing.
anything.
Yeah, he's willing to drop the price down to 25 gold for the bolas.
Okay, I'll buy them.
And 45 for the vial of acid, if you want it.
I will. I don't need the acid really. I'm gonna take that off. I think.
Okay.
No, the acid. I'll take the acid.
You'll take it. Okay. Add it to your inventory.
Is there
A vial of acid. Tell you stats.
How'd your price negotiation go?
It was good. I got the price.
They said you're a fucking weird looking thing. You gotta pay extra.
Double the price. You know what? Fuck that.
You got 4
Okay,
hands? That means you
the
carry 4 times the
vial-
gold.
Okay, the vial
one second,
is.
what?
Yeah, the vial is considered. You can make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the acid as an improvised weapon. On hit, the
Okay.
target does 2d6 acid damage. And it looks like
Do I add my +3 to that?
it takes an action. So it takes an action, pop open the vial and throw it, if that's what your intention is.
Right.
And it has a distance of 20 feet and a distant top of 60 feet at disadvantage.
Do I get to add my dexterity bonus, my +3?
It's an improvised weapon. If you want to throw
That's
it that
just
way, you could also try to put it on a blade, but it is an acid. There's a good idea that it would probably eat away at the metal that you're trying to put it on.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, 2d6, 20 feet. And what do the bolas do?
Actually,
I don't even know if they're damaged. They're just kind of like...
there are not D&D stats for that, so I'll have to make that up, and
It can't be much.
I'm sure
I would
there's
guess,
stats.
Stu, you're probably right. It's
I'm sure
probably like a
there's
check,
D&D.
like a dexterity save or something.
Yeah, I'm sure there's D&D stats out. Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it kind of be like whole person, but maybe weaker?
Yeah, okay. Make a ranged attack with an attack bonus equal to your dex or strength modifier. If you have
Okay.
martial ranged weapon proficiency, then add your proficiency modifier.
I don't think you do, Stu.
I don't have martial.
Yeah, you don't. Okay. If the target has half, that doesn't matter. Target has disadvantage. On a hit, the target is grappled unless it succeeds on a dexterity saving throw equal to a DC equal to the ranged attack roll that hit.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So whatever you roll to hit it, that's the DC.
So if you hit it, it's pretty much fucked. I mean, it could save itself, but like something with a high DC.
What's
Like,
the
if
range on
It
it?
looks like
18
the
to hit it, it's gonna
target
beat it with
The
an
target
18.
is also knocked prone and receives 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
From
And
hitting grounds, probably.
yeah, from
Yeah.
basically falling down to
Falling.
the ground and falling prone. It can also be thrown to deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage, but it does not apply the grappling prone conditions. I don't know what that last part is. Yeah, don't take that part in.
Look, it grapples the
But
opponent.
basically, it's a D4 bludgeoning damage if you're able to hit. If they're able to fail their dex saving throw, that's equal to your hit DC.
Okay, cool.
So if you roll a 12, it's a 12 save.
Yeah.
If you roll a 20, it's a 20 save. That's
Yep.
fucking sweet.
Yep. Yeah, these are
Yeah,
like.
kinda handy.
It looks like these are like homebrew rules, and honestly, that sounds fucking cool to me. So I'm
Yeah,
into it.
fuck yeah.
So, Yeah, D&D.
Yeah, grapple
There's no
component, not some-
D&D Bola stats, so yeah, we're just gonna make it up right now.
I think that's a cool weapon for a monk. All right, money well spent.
Okay.
Can I ask if I can sell my bedroll? I'm just trying to sell my bedroll and my tinderbox too, because I just don't need them.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah, you can
no
get rid
material
of it.
possessions.
You could get rid of that for probably like 20 silver.
20 silver.
Yeah,
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
he'll
take it.
give you that. He'll give you that for 20 silver.
20 silver. Got rid of those.
Expensive bedroll, man.
Okay.
You ever buy like a nice sleeping bag?
Glendaloth, you were looking for pearls.
Yeah.
You found a spot selling a few looks like used jewelry, and you're able to spot a pearl necklace. And she's willing to sell it for 400 gold.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to
What do you
make
call
any. I didn't want to ask her at all. I
Okay.
just was looking for pearls.
Okay, well, you found it.
Okay, cool. So
Mission accomplished.
if we're staying the night, is this an outdoor vendor?
Yeah, all these people out here are like they have different multicolored canopies above their tents and stuff like that. And they're just random shop vendors, yeah.
And how late are they open? How late is this market open?
We close around 7 p.m.
Is it dark at 7?
During winter, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I pull Xena aside and tell her that I found pearls, but I might have to just swipe them when it's dark.
I hear nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, what?
Is there a bookstore nearby?
A bookstore? You could probably ask around if you're looking for one.
Yeah, just if there's a nice bookstore, I'll go take a peek.
Okay. Make a perception check if you're looking for somebody who you think would maybe know where the library or bookstore would be.
I get a 14.
Okay. You find a teenager that looks like a student. That looks like they might be in school or frequently like a college or something like that. And they're able to point out the Library of Rote, which is up here on the northwest corner of Rote.
Oh, that big thing.
Yeah, it's that one right there.
Thank you. Good day.
Oops. I said good day. Well, that's a big ass tower.
Did anybody find a magic store at this market?
No, but I would say Basil and Cereal. You guys were looking for pet shops.
Yeah.
You actually find someone who's able to point out a store over here in the Biffend Grove district called Thunder Duck.
Thunder Duck? Wait. Directionally, where was that? I was too far.
It's over here on the west
green tower
side.
thing.
Yeah, it's over
Southwest.
in the Biffend Grove district.
Biffend.
Okay,
You
I
bitch.
probably follow down there because I didn't find what I needed at the explosive store. So I'll go check out what's going on down there.
Okay, go to the pet store with Cereal
Yep.
and Basil.
Yep.
Okay,
In Biffend, what is it called? Biffend
Biffend Grove.
Grove District.
Yeah.
Let me guess, that grove is called Biffend Grove.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there'd be, like, some sort of small little friend that I could buy.
Well, it's called Thunder Duck. They might have explosive ducks.
I don't want my duck to explode. He'll be like my friend.
Well, you could buy an exploding duck and never explode him.
That's true. He'll just be like a thread, but then
I
he'll
don't
just be
think
like
they
also
have
my best
exploding
friend.
ducks. I don't
No.
think
You're
that's
probably
a thing.
right. Let's just check it out and see before I'm like getting crazy here.
Okay. You guys make your way to Thunder Duck.
Making our way to Thunder Duck.
Inside, you see various cages. Most of them seem to be empty, but you do see a couple. One containing a flying snake. One that has like a patch of dirt down at the bottom that's like resting on the floor in the corner. And it is an awakened shrub.
Okay, like
An awakened
here,
shrub. A
little
shrubbery.
snaky, here, little snaky. Hi, hello. Like, seem very attached to this little flying snake. Seems very cute. Very
Oh, and
demure,
I also have
very
this
cutesy.
this white rat. Yeah, and he pulls a white rat as well.
I do like rats.
Also very cute. Very adorable. So, like, what are the prices of these little friends?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. It would be 75 gold for the flying snake, and I'll give you the rats for 20 gold. The awakened shrub, let's say 50.
Are there like multiple of these animals, so like we could each pick one, or like there's only like one? So
There's one of each.
oh shit!
One's
Yeah,
fire,
there's
one's
one of
grass,
each.
and one's water.
I know, right? It feels like I'm like choosing something very important here. So, okay, I'm gonna consult with my friends. Who's with us? Just
Cereal
me,
and Basil.
Cereal, and
Yeah,
Basil.
it's you, Cereal, and Basil.
Okay, I mean, I'm feeling like really pulled towards this like flying snake here, but you know, I'm totally down to like whatever you guys are feeling, what you want, because I don't want to like ruin the vibe here, you know. So, what are you guys thinking? What are you feeling?
Oh, I didn't come here to buy a pet, so if
Oh,
you
so
like
you're
the
not,
flying
like-
snake, you can buy the flying snake.
Are you not buying anything?
Oh no, I was gonna talk to the clerk, but you're trying to buy a pet, so
Well, okay, what about you, Basil? Are you like trying to buy anything, or you just here to talk to this guy for something else, or what's
I
going
just
on?
came to see what animals I could turn into. So now
Oh.
I can do a
Bush.
flight.
So really, you're not here to buy anything, then? Is that what I'm hearing?
Doing some research.
Okay, so
All right.
about
I see you.
this flying snake,
You fucking
can I get one of those, please? That one?
75 gold.
75. Okay, I'll take that, please. Thank you.
do they come with like a leash or something? I mean, I don't want the poor kid to let
Alright,
the food
so
take.
here, let me show you guys what a flying snake looks like.
Please do.
You get like a starter kit, like a little cage and a small pack of food and a water bottle for it.
The rat was the food.
Yeah, right.
100%.
Okay.
That's what snakes eat.
There you go.
Mice,
There's the
rats,
stats
rabbits.
for your...
Literally a fucking snake with dragon wings.
Yeah.
Fly by.
It didn't pop up for me. What's it called?
It's at the very, very top.
Oh, it's at the very,
Oh.
very top. Up
Oh,
there.
got it.
I literally just had to pull it in.
We can see the whole character sheet. I don't know if you meant for that.
For you can, because you
Oh,
just
I
Oh, it's
can.
your
Got it. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
well, look at how cute he is. This is my little friend. I'm not sure what we're going to call you quite yet, but maybe in time we'll have a name for you, little friend. But for now, you're just little friend.
Can I talk to the
So-
flying snake?
I'm
Do you
sure
have-
probably.
Do you have speak with animals?
I do.
Well, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Once you
Cool.
cast
so it
that,
takes
Chewie?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
pretty
don't have to
sure,
roll.
I'm pretty sure speak
Wait.
with animals too is like an action that you get as a druid, right? Like you
It's
can
like a
cast it as,
ritual.
like-
I think it's a ritual spell. So you can cast it as a ritual, I think, and it just like takes 10 minutes. But once you're finished casting the spell, you can speak with a snake.
Cool.
What that sound like?
There's also a spell speak with plants.
Yeah,
It is a ritual, yeah.
there is. Well, what do you want to say to the snake?
Wanted to ask him his name.
I was just going to say to ask his name. I love that. Oh, shit.
My name is Slither.
Snithers?
Slither.
Oh.
His name is
Oh,
He
Krentis.
says
That's
he says his name is Slither.
Right?
maybe that's why he became a snake.
Okay, maybe you should ask him if, like, somebody, like, really lame gave him that name and he wants to pick another one.
Do you like that name, or do you want to get a new name?
Yeah. Would be open to a name change, perhaps?
Yes. He says he's open to a name change.
Okay, like, what are we thinking?
She wants to
Maybe
call
he
you
wants
little
to-
friend.
No, dude, that was just temporary. Don't tell him that. Like, maybe something really super cool. Like, I don't know, like, shit. What are famous snakes? Oh, like
She wants to call you
Nagini.
shit.
Or Long John?
Nagini was a
Manga.
very evil snake.
But he
He
was
was
like,
famous.
he was very famous. People like know him. But maybe he's got his own name that he's like been wanting to be called this whole time. Cause like I really feel like a Fred, you know? So maybe like ask him first. See what he thinks.
Would you like to be called something else?
I'm honestly open to whatever the hell you want to call me.
He says he's very open to anything.
As long as you feed me,
He said he's very open.
I will assist you.
Do you want that rat?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I also
you can talk to the rat though. What if the rat has this tragic backstory?
true.
That's why you didn't talk to the rat.
Okay, maybe we're gonna call him Silas. That's his name.
We're gonna call you Silas.
I like Silas.
He likes it.
Good. It's like very fitting. It's got lots of S's, very similar to like that Slither's name he had before. So, you know, just like better and improved. It really suits you. You look like a Silas. How big is the snake? He's like little and can like hang out, or like he's pretty big.
The picture they look like it's in his hand.
Yeah, it's
Right?
not very big.
Little.
Check the bios thing. Doesn't say, but I would assume it's like a regular like garter snake or something pretty
Okay,
short.
cool.
But it
Perfect.
has little wings and
Okay,
does have
cool.
a flying speed.
Cool. Well, he's going to just like hang out like around my arm. It's gonna look like a little like cool armband, but it's just a little snake.
Like wrapped around, like the bottom half of him is like
Yep.
wrapped around your wrist, and the
Yep.
top half is just like fluttering.
Yep.
The dragon
Exactly.
wings. Cool.
Yep. So that's my little friend. That's Silas. Hello. We love you.
Shit, now I'm feeling guilty. Basil, ask the rat if he's got a tragic backstory or something.
Well, if it's a garter snake, it's not going to be able to eat the rat.
That is true, but I'm feeling sad that we adopted the snake, but now there's a rat here all by himself. Nobody likes rats.
Can I ask the rat what his deal is?
Wait. Get me out of this cage. I'm hungry.
They ain't feeding him?
He says he's very hungry.
Oh shit, we have to take it with us.
Good thing I got these cheese dice that he can eat.
We got you little guy.
Oh yes, thank you, sir.
It sounds like we're going to take the rat too.
Yeah, damn it.
Ariel, it's a new friend.
I don't want the rat as a friend. I'm just going to release him or something, but
What?
I don't really want a pet.
He's a gentle robot.
I don't need to eat and drink. I might forget to eat.
Boys, 20 gold if you guys want him.
Okay, what about you, Basil? It sounds like maybe you need another friend that's like right up your alley. You like talking to these little things, you know.
Yeah, I'll buy the rat.
Okay.
Actually, with the ability to speak with animals, it might not be a bad companion, though.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, rat dude, go crawl through this hole and tell me what's going on.
Yay! It's coming with us!
Alright, Basil.
Wait, hold on. That out.
You now have a rat. I'm gonna throw this into your stuff here. So up at the very top in roll 20, there's it says rat up there, and the character stuff. So you now have a little rat friend.
I'm going to let him hang out on the ogre head.
Here, chew on this.
Might start eating that overhead.
That's fine. We'll get it to a
Basil,
full.
the thing is starting to decay. How long are you going to be carrying this head around? Actually, I like there.
Oh.
I don't think I'm at the pet shop. Never mind.
No, I would like if there's a store here that looks like it sells like random strange artifacts. I'd like to
Wait,
buy
does the
that.
bush thing, it's sentient bush head like water itself?
Oh, Bert just busted in. Fucking, the little mouse. He jumps on the Gar's head and kind of ruffles up into the hair and tries to start like making a little nest and like laying area. Please, do you have any food? Please.
Can I get that cheese from you there, big guy?
Actually, I have dice that look like cheese. I have cat food. And
Yeah,
a rat, but, man, here it goes.
Anyone have? Yeah. Anyone have food?
Yeah, cat
You
food.
get cat food to him. Mice love pet food. I've
Mice
learned.
do. I have my stew ingredients, so I'm just going to like hand over maybe like whatever a rat would be into. Maybe the like potatoes.
Probably they would eat anything.
Okay, we'll hand over a potato, and here you go, buddy. Here you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And he definitely starts munching away at it.
I maybe missed this. What's his name?
Rat.
Yes. Rat.
Rat?
I don't
Oh,
have a
Archie
name.
Shanks.
I don't have a name.
Shanks.
Peter.
We're gonna
We
call
can
you.
I'm
name
just
him,
assuming
like...
Basil's asking all these questions.
Name him Archie Shanks. Like
He's like- He likes potatoes. Maybe we name him Tater.
I kind of want to call him Willard.
Willard? That's like my name, but like a boy.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Oh, Willard. I love it.
My name's Willow.
Or what's the fucking actual rat's name? Benjamin? Benji?
He doesn't have a name.
I'm
His
still
name's
on the Willard
Willard.
thing. What the fuck is the name of the rat in Willard? Michael Jackson wrote a song about it.
What?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
You guys never seen the movie Willard?
No.
I don't.
I know Ratatouille.
That's why I called him.
Ben.
Named Socrates
Hell yeah.
in the movie.
How do you want to spell it, Chewy?
Willard.
Hell yeah.
Quigs, the rat's name is Socrates.
No, his first rat is named Socrates. There's an evil rat that shows up later in the movie.
I'll come up with some cool AI artwork for these
Little creatures.
flying snakes and Willard. Yeah, Silas and Willard. But yeah,
Ben is the second one. You are right.
next time.
So while they're in
Um,
this rat
that-
store,
Hold on. Ask him about the bush. This bush is sentient bush, right?
It is an awakened shrub.
What does that mean? Can it, like,
You
move?
can't talk to plants.
I know. That's why I'm like,
Yeah, if you had talk with plants, you could speak with it, but
that's like a third level spell. It's not even a ritual. But what does it mean by it's awakened? It can like move or just
yeah,
like
it
has
can
sentience?
move. It has, yeah, I believe it has like it attacks and stuff too. Even
Can it like water itself? Like if I put it near the sink, can it like reach out and like turn the sink on?
let me find out. I almost introduced these in the space campaign when you guys were on Zarndar, but you guys didn't go the way that I thought, and they were introduced.
Awakened shrubs?
Yeah,
So it's a
awakened
new
shrubs, awakened shrubs, and awakened trees.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the awakened shrub has vulnerability to fire, obviously. Damage resistance to piercing, but it has a rake attack where it can make a swipe and does +1 to hit. Plus, it's a 1d4 -1 slashing damage.
So 0. Potentially.
Potentially. Yeah.
The most important thing is can it water itself?
It doesn't say. I would assume that it needs some. I'm gonna say that it needs some sort of watered soil where it needs sustenance. So, like, if you were to buy the awakened shrub, you would have to water it, plant it in dirt, somewhere where it could, I don't know, still be alive.
I was thinking I was going to put it in the office. It's like a nice little greenery because our office is so bare. And it can also defend the office if somebody attacks it. So I think I'm going to get this bush. I just hope I remember to water it.
There you go. Hopefully it doesn't die.
Okay. What did I say? 35 gold?
I think you said 50.
50.
50. Okay.
For a damn bush that can't even talk. I can't even talk to this bush.
It technically it knows one language known by its creator,
Oh,
but
can you tell me what that damn language is?
you wouldn't know the language that it. What are your languages?
Elvish, Dwarvish, and Common.
Nope.
I'll be able to talk to it. It knows at least one language.
Yeah.
Does know at least one
It
language.
might not be able to talk back as the thing. It understands the language of its creator, but it's also a fucking bush.
It is a bush. But, Gul'ptek, as you stand and try to extend your mind towards this bush and this dirt-filled cage in the corner. Ah, hello.
Hello, my. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Henry.
Oh god.
Henry?
Henry.
Bush. Very nice to meet you, Henry. Henry the Bush.
Henry Crabgrass.
Henry Crabgrass.
Obviously, though, I'm not exactly Crabgrass, but...
You seem really positive for, being stuck in one spot.
Ah.
You have any problems being, hanging out with my buddy Cyril?
Oh,
Traveling along with us?
no, I'm just a bush. Give me light and water and I'll do what you want.
Hey, Cyril. I speak to Cyril. Hey, Cyril. He's a very jolly fellow, and his name is Henry Crabgrass. Although he did tell me he is not Crabgrass, but
Yeah.
he's down. He's okay to go with us. If
All right.
you want. Nice fellow.
I'm gonna put him in my office. Give him a view of the city.
And I say to Henry Crabgrass, welcome aboard, Henry.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is he in like a little pot? That I like take?
No, he's just like
Just
in
like
a
dangling
pile
like
of dirt within this cage inside of the corner of this room.
Yeah. Oh, he's just gonna go right in the pack for now. Good old Henry Crabgrass.
Okay, maybe like right now
Little satchel.
I have a blanket. We could like tie up the blanket and like put the soil in and like make it like attached to your backpack or something.
I was just gonna like stick him in with his like branch. I don't know if it's head. He's a tree. I don't know if he's got like part of him sticking out, so it's kind of got the light a little bit.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah. Don't we have like a
Temporary
or
solution.
anything? Yeah, where you can put the soil in the roots and. Yeah, temporary. Yes.
He'll be alright. He'll be alright for a day. Alright, now that sort.
So while they're in that pencil,
I shared it with you. Cyril.
can I find like
What did you name the flying snake, Willow?
Silas. It's literally just a bush.
I'm literally just a bush.
Literally.
He's super friendly.
I'm just a bush, guys.
I don't know if he'd had many of those interactions with others.
It's so
Right.
neat.
When I told
but-
him to be linked with it.
At this point, let's take a break. Let's take 15 minutes, and we'll come back around like 7 o'clock.
Alright.
Mountain Time.
Fucking sound good.
See you very soon.
Bye.
Bear. No, my sound. My
is
origin
there a little
sound.
trinket store or something nearby where they maybe sell like uncommon goods?
Let's see here. So,
Not necessarily like a magical artifact store, but just like uncommon goods. I mean, if they have magical artifacts, that's cool. I don't know if that's like one and the same, but
no, they don't necessarily have that kind of thing here, but they did have that library up there. The library of
They don't have
Rogue.
like a store where they might have like a bag of holding or something.
Not necessarily. They would have this temple over here. As you guys, Serial, you would have noticed this. As you guys pass through the Biffin Grove district, you pass a temple of the Sovereigns.
Oop, need to take a short trip real quick.
I didn't go with them to the Grove. I'm still in the market.
That's fair. They don't have a lot of magical items
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Well, then I might make my way over to that library.
Okay, make a perception along the way.
Bloody hell.
What was the temple that we passed by?
30-20.
You find a shop right here that's directly to the west of the Library of Rote. It looks to be a magic shop of some sorts.
Okay. I'll take
Stu.
there on my way.
It was the Temple of the Sovereigns.
Yeah, Temple of the Sovereigns.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take a gander in there.
Okay.
Hello.
You walk in and you see a middle-aged human woman. Ah, yes. How can I help you, sir?
Ma'am, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, I expected.
It's hard to tell with the metal, you see.
Yes, well, that's fair. Yes, hello. I am looking for, perchance, something similar to a bag of holding. I've also been alerted to things that they seem like bags of the ordinary type, and when you look inside, they just look like your regular mundane objects, but of course, when you relieve them from their bag, they are no longer these mundane objects. Would you happen to know of anything like this?
I do have a bag of holding. It's 400 gold pieces.
400 gold. Well, you did just call me a sir. I was expecting, some sort of maybe more financial apology.
Does
Make
Xena not
a,
have any curves?
I don't know.
David Santa's curvy.
I don't know, Xena. Do you have curves?
Xena's got a nice booty, but that's about
I
it.
thought,
Oh,
I don't know. The photo looks like she has a chest. Like a
Hell,
little bit.
hell,
of
baby
it.
pussy.
I
She's
think
got some knockers.
Oh God, stop sexualizing our robot.
We're genderfying.
You like it?
Ooh.
I was very
Get
generous.
a roll.
Make a persuasion check.
I can love who I want and how I want.
6.
I mean, you're a pug man, so it's
No,
I'm
use your curves.
Yeah.
Use the booty.
I'm
I have
sorry,
no idea. I haven't had a sexual encounter.
little robot person, but
Bug man.
it will still be for 400 gold, please.
I appreciate that. Is this standard across most places? They're about 400 gold.
But I'd assume they'd be a little more expensive in Sharn. Word says they're around 500 in Sharn, so I don't know. Looks like this is the cheapest you're gonna find. It's right here.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Sure.
Is she being truthful? This B word over here. I got a 17.
Okay. It sounds like she's being pretty forthright, and the information as far as like the price difference between Sharn and here, it seems like she's being pretty honest.
Okay.
But otherwhere, like in different places, it's hard to say.
Well, I do appreciate your time. At the moment, 400 seems a little steep for me. And it's not that I don't disagree with you. It's I'm not that rich, so I'm gonna leave for now. I might be back a little bit later if some people that I'm traveling with who are not here with me at the moment decide they're interested. But for now, I say good day.
Well, I hope to see you again.
I said good day.
And I leave and go to the library.
Okay, on the outside, as you walk out, you do notice there is a sign above the door. It looks like a droplet of water, and there's just like the circlet of the refraction it would leave in the water below, and below it says the Dewdrop.
Oh, that's the store?
Name of the store.
The Dewdrop.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna head over to the library.
Okay. Cool. Xena goes to the library. What's everybody else doing?
What time?
I think we're
We're
already
gonna
at
temple.
right at this.
Some of you were hanging out at Midtown Market. Some of you went, I think, cereals at the Temple of the Sawburns. Went to Thunder Duck.
You've been Thunder.
Thunder Duck! Yeah, Willow stopped in Hungry Clock up here, a bakery. Got Tufts Fine Jewelry.
What time is it?
It's currently about 12 o'clock, so it's about noon.
Oh my gosh.
So
I mean, we're gonna be done with everything we need to do here, like before we. I don't know if there's a need to stay all night. There's probably another train leaving overnight.
I don't think there is.
You could go ask.
We could go ask.
We could go to the train station and just kind of check on it.
I don't need to do anything more. Well, the jeweler was able to identify, the Bluestones magic. Maybe I could go back up to the jeweler and see if he can take a look at my origin stone that I have. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. If anybody wants to come along, I don't know. Can I tell them that I'll be back at this spot in an hour?
Yeah, where do you want to meet the group? Yeah, because the jewelry place is up here on the north side of town.
Okay, so how long would it take for me to go there, off for a couple minutes, and then come back and get me to the train station?
Yeah, where are you currently? Yeah,
I'm with them.
I got more already.
I talked to
whoever went up to the the pet store. So Thunder Duck.
Yeah,
You guys. Okay, so you guys would be down here on the north or the southwest side of town.
And you said the temple is halfway.
Big green dome. The temple is right here.
I didn't see the play. Damn it.
Yeah, it's right here, kind of towards the middle of town.
I still can't see the fucking click. Here?
Right? Me neither.
Oh, really? Hold on. I might be on the GM later. Oh, yeah, I can see it.
There we go. Okay. There
Wait,
we go.
Glenn can always see the GM layer. This happened before and Glenn couldn't see it.
Really?
That's weird.
Oh.
He's fourth wall breaking. He's so secretive that you can see it.
Oh, I need to fucking break back your restrictions, bro.
Oh, don't worry. It's just
No, yeah,
It's just rogue shit.
It's just literally game breaking. I can see every enemy that's on the map, guys. P.S.
Xena's still up north, right?
Yeah, Xena went up here. She's up here at the Dewdrop. And she would have just left and walked over across the street to the Library of Rose.
But they wouldn't really know that, would they?
Yeah, technically you guys wouldn't know that, but...
Well, would we know that he was going to a library?
You could assume it. You could assume that she was going to a library.
I could probably make an intuitive. I could probably make an intuitive guess if everybody was like, "Where's Xena?" I'd probably go to the library.
Yeah,
just knowing Xena with my backstory, but I wouldn't know for sure. But probably
it's probably fair to assume that Xena is off
she likes to read a lot.
Journey looking for books.
We all heard her inquiring about library earlier, didn't we?
That's what I remember too. Before we had left.
I ain't much of a reader, so you don't want to go hang out with
You guys would have all heard her maybe asking around if there was a library in town. So,
well, if Serial wants to go to the temple, then the rest of us can go and make sure that we meet up with Xena. I can stop by the jeweler, and we can go to the train station and check about train times if there's something that leaves earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't moving from this spot, so if y'all want to meet me back here, or I'll meet you back at the train station at a certain time, I'm just going to stay here.
Okay, for Gul'ptek, if you're going to check out the jeweler,
yes,
you can go back in there and you try to appraise this gem that's around your neck, correct?
Yeah, I want to know. He was able to identify the other gem with a spell he used. I wonder if he could do the same with my stone.
Can you show me? I want to know.
Okay. You go into Gul'ptek's, find jewelry, and you take the amulet or the jewel that you have around your neck, and you lay it on the table, and the jeweler's. It takes him a few minutes. You do notice that he casts a spell on it to try to identify where this may have come from. And this is a peculiar object. This is not from our plane of existence, I will say that.
Do you know what magical purpose it holds?
I do not. It does have faint magical properties. It holds some sort of magical energy, but it's strange. It looks like it contains a combination of igneous rock and like a source of flame with inside the gem, and it seems like there's also other elements. Like the closer I look at it, and he dials up a couple more of those monocle notches, and he sees there's also a few like water droplets inside of the gem as well. It looks like there's like a space with inside the gem that looks like there is like a little bit of water. Like if you turn the gem from side to side, it looks like there's a pocket of water inside the gem.
It's called a liquid inclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
technical knowledge.
Yeah, thank you.
It's cool. It's cool when you find that shit.
Didn't know that. I learned something new.
Rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
It is pretty rare.
James, you say it's liquid.
Yes,
right?
I've actually never seen a gem quite like this before. I'd say if you're willing to part with it, I would give you around 1,500 gold.
I can never part with this stone.
Yeah, don't do it.
And my reasons are my own. And thank you for helping me with this endeavor.
Very well,
Maybe
but
you can pick.
if I will, maybe 2,000. Would you perhaps consider 2,000 gold for this item?
I say nothing and leave.
Slay.
Okay.
Slay.
I mean, I look at him, and I just turn and leave. Because he doesn't understand. There's no amount of money.
Fair. And for the rest of you, it sounds like you guys are heading back to the Rote Lightning Trail to figure out train times, if there's any extra options or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys make it to the Rote Lightning Rail, and you find an Orion guard. He has one of those silver sigils right on his. He has like a leather vest that he's wearing, and he has one of those unicorn sigils on his chest. Yes. Can I help you? You looking for the ticket?
I'm gonna show him my unicorn badge and just ask him if there's other trains back to Sharn.
Okay, make a persuasion check for me at advantage.
Okay, that is a 19.
Well, yes, we do have a shipment of cargo that is supposed to head back towards Sean. I believe the Lightning Rail should be leaving around 1:56 p.m. I suppose we could allow you passage on the shipment back to Sean.
Okay. You guys want to just hop on this train?
Yeah.
Yep, works for me.
So I'm still up north. I need to get Xena, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Xena, what are you doing?
I'm trying to do some research.
Okay. How much time do you want to spend in the library?
Well, I'm not alerted to any plans to leave until the next day, so I have no intention to be in a hurry.
Okay. Well, how much time do you want to spend in the library?
I don't know, like 3-4 hours?
Okay.
Wait, didn't we have like a place that we were meeting up though?
You're going to meet at the Lightning Rail. I thought you guys were coming with me. I didn't know you guys were.
Yeah, everyone kind of had separate plans here, but I know Glendaloth was going to Lightning Rail. I know Gul'ptek was going to go to the Jeweler, then head to the Lightning Rail. Xena's going to the library. I guess what is everybody else doing? Did you guys also go to the Lightning Rail?
I was going to stay at the temple until nightfall. The last thing I told them was,
Okay.
I'll meet you back at the train station or I'll be here.
Okay.
So my intention was to meet everybody at night back at the train station.
Okay.
Because I thought we were leaving tomorrow morning.
You enter the Temple of the Sovereigns. Within is completely white marble. And you see various, it looks like 9 separate cauldrons interspersed throughout the interior of this temple. They all are within the cauldrons is a burning brazier, and you see a separate image on the wall embedded in stone.
We're going to the sun. Is there a priest in there?
It appears there's an elderly woman. Yes.
Can I ask her like if I can buy incense off her or something?
Yes, darling. How much do you need?
I'll call 6. I'm just here for the day.
Here, just take. And she notices the amulet around your chest. Not very often we have Warforged in here, but your presence is very welcome.
Ma'am. And I'm going to give a nod to the 8 other shrines, and then I'm going to kneel down in front of Dolora and light some incense and go to town.
Cool. And while you
That's my addiction.
do,
Nothing happens. Because it's all
Checkmate
fake.
atheism.
Because there's only one true God.
The God of Death.
The God of Death.
And what did we say to the God of Death?
Not today.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
okay. In your mind, you sit down in front of the cauldron of Dolora, and it takes you a while to focus, but eventually your mind opens, and at first it's black, but you see a little peak of light begin to expand from a distance. And it seems to drive away the darkness in your vision. And you
Darkness in light.
And the light imbues you. You feel this power course through your metal, and it doesn't. It feels. You don't even know how it feels because you've never felt this way. The way this energy courses and passes through the metal from your spine down to your fingertips. And you feel slightly stronger and more aware with yourself. And you gain inspiration.
Oh, shit.
Fuck
Thank
yeah,
you, my
no.
lady. Thank you, my lady. That's why I love you.
Thanks, buddy. Worth the trip.
And how long is it till nightfall?
It's around, it looks like, around this time of year, it's around 6 o'clock. It starts to get a little dark.
And it's like noon now, so all right. Well, thank you, my lady.
Around 1-ish o'clock.
All right, I'll meet it myself. Thank you for inspiring me. But I'm just gonna go on the standby mode real quick right here, if you don't mind. I'll light this incense, but
Yes, please.
I'm just gonna shut.
Welcome.
I'm gonna go like by one of the altars and just shut down like I'm praying. I'm gonna take that long rest if I can.
Okay, go into like sentinel mode.
Standby mode, yeah.
Okay. All right, the rest of you went to Lightning Rail, found out that there was a cargo that's leaving around like, what did I say, 1:56 p.m.
Yeah.
a.m.
Is that the only one? Can we ask if there are others, or
That was the only one they mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah, it's like a
alright, well,
no, it's like a midnight train back to Sharn.
midnight train to Sean, midnight train.
Oh, so it's still a ways from now then.
Yeah, it's in
I
the
thought
middle
I
of the
needed
night.
to
Yeah,
get Xena.
it's at 1:56 a.m. Not
Gotcha.
p.m.
I'm
sorry.
still.
Well, yeah, we can go round up the group before the train leaves.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
I'm
gonna
going to
go
the library.
Okay, you're gonna go find Xena at the library.
I'm
Xena,
gonna find Xena and study.
what book are you reading, Xena? Let me start with her. Xena, what book are you reading?
So I'm not necessarily reading any book I have, because I have all the time in the world to do that. But is there a section on Arganessen or something that I would find about that in here at all? A lost
Make
world?
an investigation check for me.
Can I give myself bardic inspiration? I can't.
Don't be.
It's alright. I got a 24. Let's fucking go!
Yeah. Damn it, it does explicitly say other than yourself. It rarely does in some of this shit. I got rid of all fun.
So with your investigation check and the assistant of the librarian, you were able to find a book containing it's a lot of the similar information that you found in that history book that you contain, but it also has this section mentioning the magic in Arganessen being far more powerful than forces wielded by wizards of Khorvaire. Many of the great artifacts of history were made in Arganessen. Dragons there are infused with magic, and their creations are made from bones and scales of their kind.
Holy shit!
Cannibalism magic.
Sounds fucking scary, though.
But from the time spent here, that's all you're able to find there about Arganessen. It seems not to be a popular subject here, and they don't have very many books on that.
Okay.
Okay, Gul'ptek, you're also looking for a book?
Yeah, I'm so I arrive and I say, have you seen a small little robot lady?
Well, yeah, she's been back in that corner there for some time now.
Okay. Also, do you have any material on other planes of existence pertaining to my race? Do you have anything of my kind?
Honestly, you are unfamiliar to me. I've never seen someone quite like you. You look like some sort of insect person.
Yes, I've been told that before. I believe it to be true.
Perhaps have some
Isn't that obvious?
some tomes on history of the plains and from what some people have found. Come with me. And she takes you back. Make an investigation check for me with advantage.
Okay. I get from investigation? Oh, wait a minute. That's not them. Okay, so I got a
14 at advantage.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
Guys, I'm about to lose my first D&D pencil. Look at this one.
No! Already burn out.
Starting to go. I can't even sharpen the damn thing.
Ah, I found the page. All right, thank you. So in the time spent, it does take a few hours. And you're able to rifle through multiple books. But from what you can find, there's a few different mentions of different planes of existence, but they're really vague, and it doesn't seem like they have a lot of knowledge about them in this library. There's a couple names though. There's a plane of existence called Sirenia, the Azure Sky.
Serenia?
Serenia, and I'll put it in the Roll20 chat.
The Azure Sky.
And you find mention of one other. You find mention of one other called Dolor, the Realm of the Dead.
Don't really sound like your neck of the woods, Gul'ptek. A ghostly voice whispers from the sky.
But within the books, there are mentions, obviously, Dolor being the realm of the dead. There's some mentions about when the mortal soul dies, it's drawn to Dolor, a place defined by despair and apathy. Over time, memories are leached out from these trapped spirits until only husks remain. And Serenia, mentions of Serenia say crystal spires float in the perfect blue sky. Farms and serene communities stretch across clouds. Serenia is the plane of peace and all that flourishes in times of peace.
Peaceful.
But that's all you're able to find there. I assume you guys are trying to meet back up at the strong arm at the end. Is it end of the day, evening time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you all meet back up at the strong arm.
How you all totally did not spend my entire day taking a 6-hour nap. It was very productive.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, are we
What did you find out?
Oh, go ahead.
What did you find out about the train schedule?
Who went? Did I go?
If you
Hey,
would,
I was just asking the group.
if you would,
We're all together.
I can't remember who went.
Glendaloth went.
Oh, I mean, I'll tell them about the train.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we know there's like another secret train happening tonight, are we like going on that? Are we waiting till tomorrow? What are we feeling, gang?
Well, it's a 10-hour train ride, so if you don't get your rest tonight, you can get it on the train. I have nothing more to do in this town at the moment, although it is beautiful and I would like to return. I'm ready to tackle our business in Sharn. That is what I say, but that's my vote.
Okay, cool. I don't have shit to do here neither, so looks like also Serial maybe has something to say, or it's also...
No, I'm in favor of it.
He's in favor,
Sorry, I thought we
okay.
were voting.
Okay, are we voting? Who's in favor of going tonight?
I
Okay, looks like we're going tonight, friends. So let's maybe get our shit together. We know it's happening at 1:56 a.m. And yeah, we'll just maybe hang out and kill some time for a couple of hours, and then we'll be ready to go.
You guys are able to hang out in the strong arm, share some ales, share some laughs, and eventually 1:56 or around 1:36 comes around, and you guys head towards the station and begin to board the lightning rail back to Sharn. Now, what are you guys doing when you arrive back in Sharn? It is now day 5. So, it is a safe ride back. You're able to get back on the rail. It doesn't seem like there's any disturbances. You can take a long rest. Yeah?
Can I read my book for 4 hours and take my rest for 6?
Okay.
I mean, I don't really need to rest.
Yeah,
I haven't used anything, but fuck it, I'll read for 10 hours.
meditate and do some training and work on my map. And
Go ahead.
that's probably it. Maybe get something to eat. If, I'll either use a ration or...
They do have a dining car, and some of the members, the guards of the Orion conductors, do make like a personal meal, and them seeing you all board the train, they also make portions for you all as well.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
It's like an airline meal.
Yeah. By the time you all make it back to Sharn, it's around 12. Actually, it's around 1:06 p.m.
Y'all, our sleep schedules are, well, I don't really sleep per se, but those of you who need to, our sleep schedules are all fucked up. We're waking at 1 in the morning, jumping on trains, getting off trains 1 in the afternoon.
I felt pretty good, so I didn't even need to sleep. So I actually was just spending the time doing like some weird spell casting and maybe like talking to the Silver Flame a little bit, talking to maybe this other weird voice that you guys don't know about, and that's it.
Willow, have you ever seen a psychologist? Do you know what
I don't know what
schizophrenia
that
is?
What's that?
It's when you hear voices in your head.
You know, that's really crazy that you say that because I do hear this voice.
Yeah, we should go see a doctor.
Maybe he'll know, but I don't know. I think it's pretty normal.
That's
It
because
feels pretty normal in there. He sounds normal.
Good for you, Willow.
We're still gonna go see a doctor.
Yeah, something we all long for, a guide.
Yeah, does he have a name?
I call him Via, but
Via?
yeah, that's his name. He talks back to me. I talk to him. He gives me good advice and pretty good relationship, you know?
What,
Oh shit.
can we help you like with your cooking or something?
You know, he's got lots of good advice. Like, you know, when I'm thinking about, like, what am I going to cook? What should I mix in with these ingredients? But also, like, some more, like, deep stuff, like, you know, how I feel about my parents, and, like, do I go back home?
Does he
Or,
tell you
like,
how to
how
feel
do I
about your
feel?
parents?
He doesn't tell me how to feel, but, like, I'll have, like, a good conversation, and it'll help me, like, understand how I feel, you know?
Kind of sounds like Xena. She might have schizophrenia, but it sounds like one of her personalities is her psychologist.
Precisely what I was catching on to.
Via doesn't tell you to do anything bad or naughty, right?
Via just helps me, like, understand what it is that I'm feeling. So, I don't know, you know, he makes me feel like every decision that I have is the right thing. So, I don't know if maybe it is actually good or bad, or if that's just what he thinks.
Pure confidence.
He doesn't tell you to kill people or to steal things or to lie.
No, because that's not what I want, you know? I feel like what I want is, like, pretty pure. Like, I want good stuff for, like, myself and my family and, like, all of my friends, you know? So...
It's a bit strange, but I think we'll leave it. I think good with Via. You enjoy a relationship with Via.
I'm sure you guys will meet him at some point. He's pretty cool. So...
I don't think we ever will.
I don't think we will, but it's all right, Willow. We like Via. Via's nice.
Is it Via or Dia?
Via. Like V-I-A. Via.
Via.
That's just what he calls himself. Or maybe I call him that.
Is that because you're getting information via brainwaves?
You know, I think that's just always been his name. I don't think
Are you sure?
Are they
I
in
think
the
it's
room
like
with
this-
you now?
Yeah, are you sure it's not a rat underneath of your hat?
You know, I think he's always with us.
Willard's
Maybe you
over
guys
here.
don't hear him, and that's
Willard's
okay,
over
but
here.
he's with me.
Well, I understand. I understand.
And that sounds exactly
I
what you're
don't
saying.
understand.
Thank you for sharing.
This does not compute.
Xena, she's trying. She's trying to explain her faith.
Does not compute.
Yeah.
I don't understand this at all. Well, that's great. I'm glad you had fun with Via.
I love that for you.
It's okay, Willow. He struggles with an emotion. Or she. Sorry, Xena.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine. You just made the list. It's fine.
Made the
Oh.
list.
List.
What list?
Well, you guys take the long journey back to Sharn. It's about 1:06 by the time you guys arrive. What do you guys want to do?
In the afternoon?
Yeah, it's 1:06 p.m. in the afternoon.
It's day 5.
Well, I say we head to that university that Vilroy was talking about.
I mean, that
Oh,
room
yes, I
was
know
our
that
next move,
anniversary.
right?
I know that library very well.
Yeah, we're gonna go study the scrolls.
After Vilroy made her report, what did she told us to come back here? Did she tell us to go talk to anybody other than? Yeah, the library. She gave us contact at the library. Yeah, no. She said to go talk to.
Braden, this is the
Narek.
library
College.
that I frequent.
Yeah, and Yarrick at the college at Wargrave University.
You've been there a couple times, Xena.
Mm-hmm.
Xena kind of leads the way, as she's been to Memphis Plateau a couple times, and she's personally been to Wargrave University. Entering Memphis Plateau, you reach the hub of Sharn's Entertainment District, and home of Braylon's largest university. Elegant and civilized, Upper Memphis is home to a variety of theaters, Moorgrave University, and shops selling fine dining experiences, fashion, and exotic goods. But Xena points out Moorgrave University. Let me take you all there.
Ooh, fancy.
It's fancy.
Wow.
This is the University District of Upper Memphis. Let me turn the music down a little bit. It's a little loud.
I feel like I'm graduating from Warforged University.
There we go. But as you enter the district, you exit from an elevator towards the southeast side of the map. And Xena leads you to a courtyard. And in the distance, you see a multi-tiered stone building with a spire at the top. And Xena points out.
There it is.
Hey, Xena. Xena,
Yes.
I know you like to do your own thing, but can you look for a book on, like, taking care of shrubs that are alive? Just so I don't kill the damn thing.
I can try.
Alright.
I'm not here for me, though. I think we're all.
Well, I know you like to poke around. I know. Well, I'm going to go in there and talk, but I know you like to look at your books when there's some time.
Perhaps there's a whole department on living botany.
Could be. Not much of a library person, though.
Lots of books on your religion here, though, Serial.
Who's around?
All libraries have tons of books on religion.
As you enter the expansive Moorgrave University, Xena leads you to a library within the university, and you're surrounded by tomes of all shapes and sizes and colors that line the interior walls. Hold on. Within the center of the large room is a circular bookcase that contains more books, and circling above is a fantastical diorama of luminescent planets and moons that orbit around a glowing star at the center. As you peruse the library, it seems to be empty for the most part, except for a lizard folk dressed in black robes and silver lining.
Hello.
Yes. Salutations, travelers. Welcome to the Moorgrave Library. A beacon of knowledge and shining from the tallest towers of the city. A common saying from the founder, Lord Lareleth in Moorgrave. Is there a particular tome that I could help you find?
Actually, not necessarily. Looking for Professor Anaric Edicalis?
Anaric?
Yes.
Well, yes, matter of fact, I'm Anaric's apprentice and recent graduate of Moorgrave University, and my main speciality being Arcana.
Very well.
My name is Cadnos Brahma. Who might you be?
Oh, my name is Xena. Cadnos, how do you spell your name?
Chat. Cadnos Brahma.
Yes, nice to meet you, Cadnos. My name is Xena. These are my friends. We're looking to maybe speak discreetly. Do you have a study around here?
Well, the library seems to be quite empty at the moment, and perhaps we should move towards the interior. And she pulls you aside and brings you into the interior where you're like directly underneath all of these circling planets and stars and moons.
Can I roll a perception check on this wizard lady?
Sure.
Just to intuit whether she's a good person or an artist.
that'd be insight.
Okay, an insight check.
And this is what Cadnos looks like for everybody.
I mean,
I rolled
library
a
would be
dirty. I rolled a dirty 20.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's fucking rad.
That's
Cadnos,
cool as shit.
yeah, Cadnos looks like she looks like a student. She has multiple books in her arms. She has a rod that hangs as a leather belt at her side. And I don't know, she seems to be pretty honest about. She doesn't seem like she has any ill intentions or anything like that.
Okay. That's good enough for me. I know people are after these scrolls, so I thought I'd check and see if they had somebody waiting.
Yeah, so I'll pull out one of the scrolls. I found this in my journey, and I know it to be of great importance.
You hand this scroll over to Cadnos, and she studies it for a moment and unravels the scroll. Yes, I am not particularly familiar with this, but I'm sure my mentor, Inarek, would be able to read this for you. I will say it does look like a form of dunamancy. Very rare and ancient magic, mostly used by the giants of Zendrick.
That sounds very good. Yes, let's go double check that with Indark.
Well, sad to say, Inark left Sean nearly a month ago on a quest across Thunder Sea to Zendrick to uncover ancient relics of long-lost giants. He claimed that it would be too perilous and that I should await his return, but I feel that he's made a grave mistake in leaving me behind. I am more formidable than he gives me credit for, and I'm tired of him constantly treating me as I'm a toddler.
I don't think that's quite it. I think you're maybe upset because you were left out, but it sounds to me more like he trusts you and your vast knowledge to take care of operations here, and doesn't, would feel awful putting you in danger, and you're the only person he trusts to be here. So I think really you might be upset for the wrong reasons.
Perhaps. Nonetheless, I've yet to receive correspondence from Inark, and I fear that his life may be forfeit. He was traveling with the scribe of House Civis named Corvin de Civis. Corvus bears the mark of scribing and was intentionally brought along to facilitate communication if anything was to go awry, and has alerted me that they arrived in Stormreach nearly a week ago, but I have yet to hear from him since, and fear the worst for my mentor. If you'll have me, I would like to join you on your expedition to Zendrick if you so decide to accept my request.
It does look like our party's full, so I'm going to need you to wait at camp.
Now, and you see Cadnos, her eyes stray a moment, and she notices Serial's sigil on the amulet. Now, and she looks at you and starts directly speaking towards you. Now, strangely enough, you seem to be a follower of the Southern Host, no? Not very often I meet a Warforged touched by the Nine. I'm assuming you've already heard the tale of Zendrick and the Giants, no?
I'm relatively new to this whole Sovereign Host thing.
Very well, in dawn of time, the Sovereigns bound fiendish overlords and freeing the world from chaos. The mighty giants had fought alongside the Sovereigns, and in gratitude, Orion granted them dominion over the continent of Zendrick. Orion taught giants the secrets of wizardry and grew very powerful. The giants grew giant cities and towers that touched the sky and seemingly endless cities. The mightiest among the giants was named the Titan Khorvaire. His power was so great that he pulled the 13th moon from the sky and crushed it in a fit of anger. The giants ruled many lesser races, and eventually the elves rose up against them. Khorvaire unleashed plagues upon the rebellious elves. He made assassins of elven shadows and turned them against their owners. Still, the rebels persisted. In his anger, Khorvaire prepared to pull down the rest of the moons to hold them at his enemies, even though he'd destroy his own world in doing so. But the giants had gone too far, and Orion was set upon the dragons of Autognome, and set the dragons upon them. The dragons destroyed the vast cities and leveled the towers. Khorvaire was slain, and his people scattered. The Sovereign and Six each laid a curse upon the land. Orion decreed that the creatures of Zendrick would have no knowledge of law, and Gul'ptek complained that no city would stand. The traveler distorted the land, so no path followed twice. The devourer unleashed fire and storm, and so Zendrick remains a land of mystery, a realm that cannot be mapped, a place that holds secrets that could shatter the world.
So, just real quick, you said that the dragons of Autognome were there as well?
Yes, they were called upon to bring aid and assist in destroying the dragons because they've become too strong.
The giants, you mean?
Yeah. The dragons were called upon to destroy the giants because they become too strong with magic.
And this was all
Sovereign's called on
this was all on the planet of Zendrick.
The continent. It's the continent of Zendrick, which is on the same planet of Eberron.
Khorvaire.
Yeah.
But
What was the king of the giants' name again?
Khorvaire, right?
Khorvaire. I'll type it into the chat. Khorvaire.
Who were those two people that had arcs on?
He was on a thing
I
with Corvus.
I was writing some-
it's Corvin de Civis.
It was just one person.
Okay. For this.
Yeah, but it sounds like they arrived in Stormreach about a week ago, and Cadnos hasn't heard from them since.
And Cadnos, do you know much else about these dragons of Argonesson?
I know some information, but I will say they are quite secretive. I've heard of this secret organization the dragons have formed called the Chamber. They record and contain and attempt to fulfill this draconic prophecy. It's...
Do I spark at all?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting off right now, aren't I? You guys follow me. We're going to get off. I'm going to get you guys off. You guys follow me. I'm going to get you guys off. Did you get off? I got off.
But I will say, Inaric is rather revered here at Mulgrave University, and his contributions would be remiss if he was to up and disappear. I can guarantee that the 12 heads of the university and the Wayfinders Guild would see to it that you are paid quite handsomely for your efforts and returning Inaric safely. Now, first things first, we need to find a ship willing to sail to Zendrick. I recommend we head to Sean's Welcome, and it's also known as the Docks of Cliffside. Quite a rough and tumble area from what I'm told, but we should be able to find and acquire a ship and captain if we have something valuable worth bargaining.
Yeah, we can sort that out. So are you good at fighting?
Know some spells I can defend myself. It seems we have quite a group here. I feel as long as we rely on each other, we could be successful.
Okay.
Where's the Narc at? Where did you go again?
Zendrick.
The continent of the giants, which was like ruins and archaeology. Yes,
Zendrick.
It was that story that he was talking about giants, and then the empire got ripped apart by the dragons. Tall ruins.
Right.
We don't know.
No, we don't know, but that's what the story said.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you guys got everything you need here?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna...
But you got a book on shrubs that became alive somehow, and how to take care of them.
Oh yeah, make an investigation check for me. At advantage, since you have Cadnos.
Nat 20!
Ooh, nice.
Really? Okay.
It was 20 something. What was the investigation?
Investigation. Yes, I definitely can pick that up for you, and he pulls you around to the exterior. And he pulls a book from a shelf, and he flips to a page inside the book. It says it takes 3 ounces of water a day to feed these shrubs. That's pretty much it. They have to
It's one page in a book.
They have to
If you mind if I...
Do not harm the books, Serial.
Well,
I can
I'll
write
bring
this
it
down
back.
for you.
I'll bring it back to you.
I've got it written down.
Yeah, but it mentions that it takes 3 ounces of water per day to feed the awakened shrub. And it keeps, essentially, will keep it alive.
Do you
Thank
think
you.
that they could water themselves?
We're gonna have to tinker around. Maybe we can invent something that like drips 3 ounces every day or something. I don't know. I don't need to focus on that right now.
Be a black nozzle.
You find Gul'ptek. What are you doing?
I was just going to ask if this library has anything about my race.
Okay.
And ask Chad knows that.
Make an investigation check at advantage.
I will also read this book with him if we find one.
I got a 19.
Okay, give me a moment.
Races that exist. Thri-kreen. That's all you find. One page out of a book.
They might
You find multiple books. You find one book that seems to have information on a plane of existence called Risia, the plane of ice. And it mentions that it is the counterpoint to Fernia. Risia embodies winter's chill and the stoic consistency of the glacier. Across Risia's sky, icy expanse, blizzards ceaselessly howl over flows of thick blue ice and frost giants carve giant fortresses from glaciated mountains. And then you find a book that has information on Fernia, the Sea of Fire. This plane encompasses both the raw elemental power of fire and its versatility. Flame used as a weapon, as a force that holds darkness at bay, or as a destroyer and a force for change. Fernia is home to all manner of fire elementals and celestials, and fiends that embrace the same ideals. And you find one more book. Called Javastra, the Battleground.
How do you spell that?
Okay. Shavathrath is the plane of war, ravaged by a conflict that will never end. Since the dawn of time, armies of fiends and celestials have fought one another in Shavathrath. Their eternal battles in microcosm of the struggle between good and evil that rages between all of reality.
Does any of this make me spark?
A little bit, but you notice that anything referring to Argonessan in particular, and the dragons, sparks you.
So Risia is. Did you say about Risia again?
Plane of
Yeah,
ice.
Risia is the plane of ice, the counterpoint to Fernia. Yeah, it embraces and embodies winter's chill and the stoic consistency of the glacier.
It sounds cold, buddy.
Oh, Sea of Fire doesn't sound much.
Sounds like a...
They all sound like terrible places.
No, that's not. No.
Other than Serrania, the Azure Sky, they all sound horrible.
No,
Well, that's where I'm from.
Fernia is fire elementals. Elementals are not
And
bad.
demons-
We don't know if it's
demons-
where you're from. we know that
Yeah.
they have existed there.
What was the
Yeah,
fire
it's
one
from,
called?
the fire
no,
one's
no,
No, not fire, the ice one.
the ice one's Risia. The
Risia.
fire plane is
Vernia.
Vernia.
Yeah.
And then Shavrathroth.
And
Yeah,
Shabbathroth
yeah.
is the battle.
Is the plane of endless battle.
But it seems, based on what you've been able to gather from some of these, they could have some sort of correlation to the gem that you wear, but one in particular doesn't necessarily stand out from you.
Well, it's early on. It's gathering information.
Which one doesn't stand out that much?
Probably Shabbathroth. That's definitely one that Gul'ptek never would have heard of. But in correlation with the gem and the fire and the igneous rock that consists inside, and like the bubbles and the cavern of water, it doesn't seem like one of these would have any correlation with the stone in particular. Is that all that you guys are looking for here?
I think so. I mean, Willow,
Yeah,
do you need a
just-
new cookbook or anything?
Me?
Recipes?
I mean, like, if there's stuff like laying around, for sure. But like, if I'm needing to go like, I don't know, uncover
No, I
some
mean,
shit.
I could write down in my data logs what, a new recipe if you found one you wanted to make.
I mean, like, is there just recipes like laying around, or?
Make an investigation check. Is it advantage for me?
The library. Possibly.
I got
It's been a long time since I've been in the library.
I got an 18 if you want help.
I got a 13, so I probably need help.
With Xena's help, you're able to peruse the library and you find a couple of cookbooks. Some particularly focused on British cuisine, and most of them seem to be focused on like potato dishes and corn and cauliflower and hearty
That's
vegetables.
delicious.
And they also have mention of river type fish like bluefin trout and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's...
Yummy.
What's it say?
They got some catfish in there?
Yeah, all the fish, it just says blackened fish.
Yeah, I can make all the fish now that I've read this, so.
Well, I can't eat fish though. It's okay. I was just saying.
Well, I can make it now.
If you're all finished checking out your books, you exit Morgrave University. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and you're confronted by a shifter with the appearance of a white tiger. Take you all there.
Hello.
And the shifter is accompanied by a warg, a large beast-like predator wearing a harness. The warg has a collar of a wriggling child within the jaws, and the shifter has a female human grappled around the throat as she struggles to break free. She shouts, "Please don't harm! Please don't harm Matilda! Please, I'll do anything!" And you hear a muffled voice in common originate from the mouth of the warg. "I can please, master. Can I eat the son now?" And the shifter says, "Easy now, Thri-walker. You'll get your fill soon enough." Fantastic. I suppose you are the adventurers who have stolen the relics we worked so hard to acquire.
I cast hold person.
Let me finish my monologue.
Shut up, bitch.
Now, we could do this the easy way or the hard way. It's really up to you. Either you hand over the schemas, or I order Thri-walker here to give a good chomp to the helpless child's throat. He seems pretty hungry. The poor beast hasn't eaten in 3 days. And that's where we'll end it.
Fucking nerds.
Fucking kill it.